Hi students, welcome to this course, PLC Automation, an introduction to programmable logic controller. I am Professor Yao. Two-function control ladder diagram. The control ladder diagram of figure 7.2 has two active function lines. Some of the common practice for the format of control ladder diagrams are illustrated by this figure. Those practices are as follows. All coils, pilot lights, and other outputs are on the right. The input line can fit more than one output. If it does, the outputs are connected in parallel. This shows you two-function control ladder diagrams. Switches, contacts, and other devices are instead in the ladder line starting on the left. Switches, contacts, and other devices may be multiple contacts in series, parallel, or series parallel. Lines are numbered consecutively downward on the left. Every connection node is given a unique identification number. Outputs can be identified by function on the right in nodes. A close identification system may be included on the right. The contacts associated with the line's coil or output are identified by line location. In figure 7.2, the 3 to the right on line 1 indicates that a normally open contact of relay control 7, the coil on line 1, is located on line 3. For a normally closed contact, the number would have an asterisk next to it or a bar over it. Relay contacts are identified by relay coil number plus a consecutive sequence number. For example, we have included contact control relay 7-1. If other relay control relay 7 contacts were used, the next would be control relay 7-2, and so on. The control ladder diagrams in figure 7.2 has an operating sequence as follows. Straight-through sequence. All switches are open to start. Both coils are off. Close switch 1, switch 2, or both, control relay 7 is energized. On line 3, control relay 7-1 closed. In every line 3, control relay 8 is still off. Closing switch number 3 energized control relay 8 and the pilot light 1. Opening both switch 1 and switch 2 turns everything off. Alternative possible sequence. Initially turning on switch 3 causes nothing to energize. Opening switch number 3 when everything is on would turn off control relay 8 and the pilot 1 only. Figure 7.3 is an incorrect ladder diagram that contains the same components used in figure 7.2. First of all, if power could get to point 13, the outputs would not work. This picture shows the incorrect control ladder diagram for figure 7.2. Each would have 1/3 control voltage across. Relays would not pull in and the light would go dimly or not at all. But the output would never go on anyway. If all switches are closed, no power gets through contact. Control relay 7.7-1 if cannot close until control relay 7 is energized, which is impossible. The operation of the power ladder diagram in figure 7.4 is straightforward. When the power contactor coil is energized, the power contacts close and the power is applied to the motor or the load devices. Note that the power ladder diagram wiring is shown by secret lines. To differentiate each wire from control circuit line. This is the power ladder diagram. The extended ladder diagram is shown in figure 7.5. Note that there is a dotted line between the two switches 3 contacts. The dotted line indicates a common single switch with 2 contacts. If switch 3 were on the left, only 1 contact would be needed to run line 3, 4, and 5. This shows extended control ladder diagram for figure. An edit sequence of operation can be determined from an edit ladder line. Such an edit ladder line is shown in figure 7.6. The edit sequence based on this additional line would be as follows. Control relay 7 or control relay 8 or both, plus limit switch 12 and control relay 9, turn on relay output, control relay 10. This shows edit line for control ladder diagram. Homework. Handwriting all keywords and submitting them to Coach Facebook. Just do the online quiz. And see you next time.